Top 5 myths about moving to Thomasville, Georgia, busted. Everybody thinks they know what life in a small southern town is like. Days that drag on endlessly, boring and slow with nothing to do. A relentless, oppressive heat that beats down on you. Feeling trapped by lack of opportunity. If you've been thinking about moving to Thomasville, Georgia, you've probably heard at least one of those comments. Maybe from a friend, maybe from family, maybe from someone who has never even been here. But here's the truth. Most of what people assume about Thomasville is completely wrong. Most of those assumptions are based on stereotypes, not reality. So today, we're busting the top 5 myths about moving to Thomasville, Georgia. And I'm going to give you the honest, real-life version of what it's actually like to live here day to day. If you're new here, I'm Leslie Bennett with Bennett Real Estate Company based right in the heart of Thomasville, Georgia. With years of experience helping people from across the country find their ideal homes in Georgia, I give you straightforward, honest guidance to make the process smooth and informed. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, I know the local market inside and out, and I keep things simple and real every step of the way. All right, let's bust some myths. Myth number 1, Thomasville is just a tiny, sleepy town with nothing to do. This is probably the biggest misconception. Yes, Thomasville is smaller than Atlanta or Tallahassee. Yes, it's charming, and yes, we have brick streets and oak trees. But sleepy? Not even close. Downtown Thomasville stays active all year round with events like First Friday Sip and Stroll, Victorian Christmas, concerts, farmers markets, and seasonal festivals. And these aren't tiny little gatherings. They are well attended, lively, and bring the entire community together. Streets fill up, restaurants have wait lists, and there is energy here, not to mention all of the smaller events that happen every day, like productions at the Municipal Auditorium, karaoke at Fratelli's Pizza, or Friday night football in the fall. There is always something happening if you know where to look. The Thomasville Rose Garden is one of the most beautiful public gardens in the region, and it's not just something tourists visit. Locals walk it regularly. The Thomasville Center for the Arts keeps culture alive with performances, exhibits, and community programming. We have live music, theater, art classes, and community workshops happening throughout the year. And our restaurant scene punches way above its weight for a town this size. From upscale dining to casual local favorites, there is variety here. People are often shocked at the quality of food options once they experience it. Beyond downtown, there are parks, walking trails, golf courses, the shooting range, and outdoor activities that are part of everyday life here. You're not stuck inside looking for something to do. You're choosing what you want to do. People move here thinking they're downsizing their life. What they actually do is simplify it without sacrificing it. They trade traffic for walkability, they trade stress for community, and they realize small doesn't mean limited. Myth number 2, it's too rural. Now, yes, we are in South Georgia, but Thomasville is not in the middle of nowhere. We have a Publix and an Aldi's, boutique shopping, locally owned coffee shops, excellent medical care at Archbald Memorial Hospital, private and public school options, and full service amenities. You don't have to drive an hour for basic needs. Daily life is convenient. You can grab your morning coffee downtown, run errands, go to a doctor's appointment, and be home in under an hour. That convenience is something people from larger cities truly appreciate once they experience it. And here's what many people don't realize. We're less than 45 minutes from Tallahassee, Florida. That means an airport, a major university, big box retail, and everything else you might occasionally need. You can enjoy the quiet of Thomasville while still having access to larger city amenities when you want them. You get peace and quiet without isolation. There's a big difference. Rural and remote are not the same thing, and Thomasville is positioned perfectly in between small town charm and regional access. Myth number 3, the weather is miserable year-round. Yes, summers are hot. It's South Georgia. We're not pretending otherwise, but here's what people don't talk about. Fall in Thomasville is underrated and beautiful. Crisp mornings, cooler evenings, football season, and outdoor events without extreme heat. Spring is absolutely stunning with azaleas and blooms everywhere. The entire town feels alive with color. It's one of the prettiest times of the year here. Winters are mild compared to most of the country. Snow is extremely rare. No scraping ice off your windshield every morning. You might wear a coat, but most of the time you probably won't be keeping it on all day. In fact, you may just experience all 4 seasons on any given day in the winter. And we actually get distinct seasons. The landscape changes, the air feels different. It's not the same temperature year-round like some parts of Florida. I've got a whole video all about the weather year-round, and you can check it out right after this one. If you're relocating from the Northeast or Midwest, you'll trade snow shovels for sunshine. If you're coming from South Florida, you'll enjoy cooler evenings and more seasonal change. The weather here is livable, and most people adjust faster than they expect. In fact, many tell me after their first year that they wouldn't go back. If you're loving what you're hearing so far and thinking about making the move, download my free Thomasville, Georgia relocation guide. It's in the description box down below. Packed with tips on neighborhoods, schools, and more, it will help you navigate your journey seamlessly. Myth number 4, there aren't good job opportunities. This one depends on what you do, but it's not as limited as outsiders assume. Thomasville has strong healthcare, education, manufacturing, and agricultural sectors. We also have a growing small business community and remote workers relocating here because they can work from anywhere. In today's world, many careers are no longer tied to a physical office in a major city. That has opened the door for people to prioritize lifestyle when choosing where to live. And here's something important. Lower cost of living changes the math. Many families move here and realize they don't need the same salary they did in larger metro areas because housing costs, property taxes, and general expenses are more manageable. Sometimes it's not about making more, it's about keeping more. We also see entrepreneurs thrive here because overhead can be lower and community support for local businesses is strong. Opportunity looks different here, but it absolutely exists. And for the right person, it can actually feel more sustainable and balanced. Myth number 5, it's hard to break into the community. People assume small towns are cliquey, and yes, Thomasville has deep roots. Many families have been here for generations, but what surprises most newcomers is how welcoming the community is, especially if you get involved. This is not a place where you sit on the sidelines and expect connection to happen automatically, but if you show up, people respond. Church groups, civic organizations, sports leagues, downtown events, charity functions, and school activities create natural entry points to meet people. Volunteer once, attend a few events, join something that interests you. Relationships form quickly. I've helped countless families relocate here, and the number one thing they say a year later is, we feel like we belong. Community here is intentional, it's visible, and it's active. People wave, they talk, they support each other's businesses. That sense of connection is one of the biggest reasons people stay. The truth about moving to Thomasville, Georgia isn't trying to be Atlanta. It's not trying to be a beach town, and it's not trying to be trendy for social media. It's stable, beautiful, historic, and grounded. And for the right person or family, it's exactly what they didn't know they were looking for. It offers a pace of life that feels intentional instead of chaotic. It offers character instead of cookie-cutter sameness. If you're thinking about moving to Thomasville, Georgia, the key is understanding what you actually want out of your lifestyle. Because when Thomasville fits, it fits really well. Tell me in the comments below, which busted myth surprised you the most? If you're considering relocating and want real honest guidance about neighborhoods, pricing, what to expect, and whether this area truly makes sense for you, my team and I are always happy to help. We love talking with all of you, we have time for you, and we're here for you. We'd love to help you with your home buying or home selling experience. We post new Georgia videos every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video with me. And as always, I'm Leslie Bennett with Bennett Real Estate Company, keeping it simple and keeping it real.